Ladies and gentlemen, tonight won't be the first time we talk about the big lies that lurk inside our so-called universal health care system. And this won't be our last. Universal gives us the impression that we get what we want when we want it. Well, of course, you know that's just not true. The Canadians who get what they want when they want it are those Canadians who can afford to pay big bucks out of pocket to travel and stay and have their medical needs met in the country that the Canadian left likes to smear at every opportunity. The left can waste their time smearing the U.S. That country and its system is the only hope for a one-year-old Ontario boy who will go blind if he doesn't get one very talented American working inside the dreaded American system to help him. And so it is time for some Canadian common sense. Little boy has a name, Mackenzie Graham. He's the son of Matt and Heather Graham, a Canadian couple who in Whitby are represented by Canada's Finance Minister, Jim Flaherty. But he has nothing to do with the story. He cannot change the way this story plays out because healthcare is a sacred provincial trust. It's between a provincial government and the provincial taxpayers. Now, the one-year-old's not enough and not old enough to pay taxes. But Mackenzie and Heather Graham have paid their taxes. We're told nearly one-third of those taxes go to pay health care. I mentioned this by way of spitting at one of the other big lies of universal health care, that it's free. Free? One-third of your taxes going to pay for it? You call that free? In a pig's eye. Speaking of eyes, the Grahams expected that if their little boy had a rare genetic disorder that was making their child blind, the open-minded, fair-minded, compassionate, and far-sighted government would pay to give Mackenzie a chance at having his vision. The Grahams did not expect that they would have to fight with their government to get medical assistance, but fight they did. They had to fight like the Dickens because they were told by the government that there was a procedure that could be done in Toronto, which did not have the success rate that a U.S. doctor was having in Michigan. But they were told because this inferior procedure was available at a hospital drawing funds from the provincial treasury, the Grahams should just kind of roll the dice on baby Mackenzie's eyesight. Question: do you know anyone who treats their baby's eyeballs like the balls of a roulette wheel? Hey, this isn't supposed to be Casino Rama. It's supposed to be Canadian health care. But the government said, provincial government said, rules are rules, and no dice to the Grahams on getting OHIP, Ontario Health Care, to pay the $5,000 it would take to get a Michigan healer to give baby Mackenzie the best possible shot at eyesight. Now, thankfully, ladies and gentlemen, one of the most valuable assets in the Sun media chain among our Sun News colleagues, Cristina Blizzard, she got on the case. She got on the government's case. She tapped out a column and got it online, and she's been on Sun News, and she's enlisted the support of Sun readers and viewers, and 48 hours ago, the government did a U-turn. After all these followers of Sun signed a petition to help a baby that they had in their hearts adopted as their own, the provincial government in Ontario finally said, Uncle. Cristina will join us in a few moments to fill in the gaps of the story and to get a great big thank you in your behalf from yours truly. Question: should we need readers and viewers to make sure that a one-year-old Canadian is treated with dignity and is afforded the opportunity of having his eyesight restored by the best available medical technology today? If we truly had universal health care, we would not need online petitions. But can we be honest? We don't have truly universal health care. We have universal spin. Spinning the casino wheel is not good enough for a parent. It's not good enough for the Grahams, and it should never be good enough for you and your family. That's Canadian common sense.